work. I'll think about a customer. Think, oh, they're going to come on. Oh, sorry.
Hey, we're on. We're live. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Monday Night Paranormal Live with myself, Paul and Jenny from Host for Coast, Angela from South Coast Coast, Paula, one of our investigators, Luke, another one of our investigators, and Ben's here from Abnormal Paranormal. Unfortunately, this week, Dave's missing. He's got a relative in hospital, so we send out all our wishes, get well soon, and hope everything's okay. He'll be on here on catch up, no doubt, giving us a bit of messages. At the weekend, Ben and Dave were out at a mansion on Friday stroke Saturday night, or Friday stroke Saturday, or Friday into Saturday, the early hours. Myself and Jenny, we were up in Colchester finalising this haunting case that we were on. Angela's flying around doing here, there and everywhere and never stopping. Paula's out and about, and I don't know what Paula does out and about, but chickens and Luke went to see Wicked. Wicked, Luke. Wicked. Wicked, man.
I'm not doing that.
So you can see what an interesting life we all lead after the Monday night. So tonight we're going to talk, Ben's going to talk about their investigation at the weekend. And then we'll fill you in on the Colchester haunting that we've got the results or got the what we needed to know to finish it. Also, as we were mentioning the other day or last week on the Monday Night Live about UFOs, and this week we've been inundated with UFO stories bombing on here with USOs as well, underwater sort that. So we'll try and briefly catch on that. So if you have any comments and you're watching, please comment. Angela will put it up on the screen. It's good to have your comments come in, no matter what they are. If tell us who you are. Make sure you put your name so we can address you correctly. Tell us about your investigation at the weekend and what you've been doing or out and about. If you want to talk about equipment, cameras, anything, we don't mind. Just bomb the messages in and Angela will put them on the screen and we'll try and answer them. And if we can't find the answer, we'll find someone that can answer them. So what we'll do then is we'll go to Ben. And we'll go to Ben. He'll talk about the weekend's investigation. If you have any questions for Ben, please send them in, because him and Dave are very knowledgeable on the paranormal. So send them in, and Andrew will put them on the screen, and Ben will try and answer them as best he can. It's a bit daunting when you're on your own, but because you normally bounce off each other, don't you, when you're on an investigation, and when you're sat in the front of the screen with thinking everybody's looking, you're thinking, oh, I've got to do this on my own now.
I'm being watched.
Watched by lots of people. We had loads watching last week. So we had a lot watching last week. So thank you all for tuning in. Please tune in again and come on and watch us and comment and tell us. Even if you want to tell us a story about Ben, that's fine. We'll listen to anything. Ben's little secret. So come on, let us into the secrets of Ben and Dave so we can have a bit of a laugh with the boys. Anyway, over to you, Ben. So how was if you want to explain basically your investigation, where you were, what it was like, just sort of give us a plan, like a plan of what the house looked like or the mansion. So over to you, mate.
It was in Exeter / Devon, in the middle of nowhere. Quite a massive estate called Great Fulford, 16th century from what I know of. And it's owned by a family called the Fulfords and owned by Francis Fulford, who still owns it currently. And he gave us a quick tour of the house. I spoke about history and some of the rooms and like how many people investigate a year, which they get quite a lot, to be honest, which I didn't think they did. But it was easy to get hold of as well, easy to arrange to book it. So definitely would go back again. And it started off like we had a tour of the rooms. The house is split into two because it's a hotel as well. So I guess the bedrooms were on the other side, and we were in the rundown side, the cold side. They didn't have the heating on for us, but we didn't mind that. And they have the big ballroom, entrance hall. There's like a big room upstairs, like a parlor room. Really like high ceilings, really high ceilings. Like it was beautiful house, like massive. And as soon as I got in the house, I had this weird like feeling there was like a presence, but I didn't mention it at the time because we were having the tour. So yeah, back to that, and then yeah, we finished the tour. We set up base, which was in like the kitchen area, which would have been like, I guess, the servants' quarters as well, so maids' quarters. So that was like really old as well and felt a bit weird in there. But that was our base. And we started doing stuff upstairs, and we had like our equipment down, K2s, REM pods, and they all pretty much go. It took a while to warm up or get stuff going, as you say. But eventually, like the K2s were going off by the fireplace, and we put one on a chair, like we were talking about weeks ago. Objects, we put it on a chair, and that was going off. And
Nice.
We don't know who we were talking to. We were just getting reactions.
Yeah.
And then we went downstairs. There's like the ballroom. We did stuff there as well. We were put like our K2s on a table again. It was going off, and then it was not quiet, but stuff was happening, but it wasn't as active upstairs. And then all of a sudden I thought, why don't we try the entrance hall? Because I had just had this feeling that there's activity in there. And you know, when you get a feeling, you think, let's try in there. And I think we only had a K2 on the table and REM pod, like the mini REM pod on there to begin with. And they were going off straight away. And the K2 was going off to red. Like it wasn't going that far. But it was like constantly, like it was talking to us. Like when it was answering, like when we were saying stuff, it was answering and going to red. So yeah, there was definitely someone there. And there was five of us, and I think it was, I don't know if it was on the S box, you know, the S box meter thing. I always ask for some reason. I always ask how many spirits are there.
Yeah,
that's always my question when I'm doing the investigations. I always get that. How many of you are there? This time it said 5, but there were 5 of us. So if it was saying there's 5 of you, not 5 spirits.
Yeah.
So we got that as well. That was a bit weird.
Not weird, mate. It's contact.
Yeah. It still baffles me every time something like that happens.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, we did the Ouija board upstairs, and we ended up talking to someone called Joan.
Okay.
And there's actually a picture in one of the rooms, the main ballroom. There's a picture of this woman, and she's called Joan, and we didn't know who it was. We didn't know what relation to the Fulfords it was, and we got like a year and like what age she was when she died, and that, and it was apparently Francis's mother.
Wow.
Obviously Googled afterwards, it's his mother.
Yeah.
So the latest person to die in the family. That's my sister. She was there with us as well.
She put it was a brilliant night at Great Fulford Manor. I think it was how we managed to get through to Joan, Francis's mother. That's very good, isn't it?
Yeah. And he didn't tell us anything about like his family or members. Like he didn't tell us anything about the house really.
He didn't tell you about any family members.
No. Just like
that's really good.
Had the house in his family for a long time, and he didn't tell us any information.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, it was very interesting. Like I definitely go back as well. Like
yeah. Was it a lot to cover for 5 of you in the whole house, or you sort of got it covered quite well?
Yeah, because obviously we only had half the house, so we had like the big rooms, but yeah, there was enough. There was one room which we thought would be really active. It wasn't. It was like the medieval room, I think it was. That's like the wood paneling all along the walls and that, and the secret doors, like that kind of thing. Had the spooky feel of it, but it was the least active room, which was strange.
Oh, really?
Yeah, in the ballroom, we were all dancing around the ballroom at one point, like. We all just went a bit crazy at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Did you try and play music?
No, but when we were doing the S-Box, we did have that ballroom type music come through.
Oh, did you? Oh, wow.
Which is obviously connected to the room.
Yeah. She also told us who her husband was and spelled out his name too. He was also in a painting next to hers. So very accurate from Joan. That's brilliant, Maze, isn't it? Yeah. That's really impressive. So
Yeah,
do they have a lot of groups go there, Ben? Or
yeah, they said quite a few a year. Yeah, like I can't remember how many, but it was quite a lot. Because you don't really see it come up on like YouTube and that Great Fulford, and that's why I thought it'd be good to go to. I've not seen it. There's a couple videos, but not known to like the big places.
but that's quite good, isn't it? Because it won't get burnt out then, will it?
Yeah.
If it's little groups or 5-10 people, it's never really going to get burnt out. Some of the places you see that have so many ghost hunts go there, don't they? It's like the Ancient Ram and places like that. The name says it all. And I don't doubt it's probably the creepiest place in the world.
It is.
But sometimes when you go there, it's quiet, isn't it? Because it's I don't know where spirit is.
Yeah, like we say in Scared In, we've been 3 times, and everyone says that's really good, but we've had nothing.
It's strange, isn't it?
But I'm sure it's a good place. Yeah.
Yeah. They have the reputation, don't they? And people, you see posts on it and say, "Oh, we had this that night, had that, this, that, and the other." And you think, "Well, that's brilliant,"
Yeah.
And then other people say, "We went there and got absolutely nothing."
Yeah.
So it, so I wonder sometimes if a location, a venue can be burnt out. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think there's time off. Like we would want we have time off.
Quite possibly they've gone on their summer holidays.
Yeah.
They're travelling around the astral plane looking for someone else that don't ask them questions.
Yeah.
The same questions. Anybody there? What else did you get up to there then, Ben?
It was difficult to hear stuff, obviously because the weather was really bad. Like, night was rain and wind, but we did hear a voice in the wind, which was really strange. It was like what we heard on the live. It was like a disgruntled woman's voice.
All right.
It could have been Joan trying to get us to go upstairs.
That's a good shout.
When we were in the room that nothing really happened. But we definitely heard something then.
Julius just popped by to say a quick hello to everyone. Sorry, can't be live tonight. I've come down with
a cold.
A cold by the look of it, yeah. Oh dear.
Well, a bit more than cold.
Hello, Christy. Welcome. Good evening. Julie Evans, interesting. Yeah. So Graham's on. Hi, Graham. Thank you for coming on, mate. As always. Yeah. But yeah, they must. I would like loads of people around our house every weekend, unless it's a party. We can come round. We don't mind a party, Graham.
Yeah.
You just say where and when, and we'll be round with our party sixes and everything. What do you reckon, Luke? You up for a party in Graham's house?
Yes, right.
There's no wicked, Luke. It's man.
Good, yeah.
There's no wicked, man. Sorry, Ben. What was you going to say, mate?
I can't remember now. Yeah, we'd have to go back there, definitely. Like all of us go.
Yeah, it sounds like an interesting place. So, thanks, Ben, for doing the abnormal, for going on the abnormal. Dave, if you're watching or listening, you're commenting. Send our regards to your family member. We're sending out healing from us to everybody. Dave also thought he saw an apparition of someone. Someone too went to talk to another one of us, but turned the wrong way and thought they were there, but they were not. He thought he was facing a real person, but nobody was there. Wow, that was interesting. What room was that in, Ben?
That was in the room upstairs. I guess the parlour room. I think I'm not sure what it's called, but yeah, that was upstairs. But yeah, my friend Dan, he was there, and
Hi, John.
Hi, guys.
Hello. And then Dave looked like he was looking towards him, but wasn't. He was looking the other way, and he's like, "Oh my god, I just seen something," but it's like a split second.
Yeah.
He's never had that happen before.
Crap.
Yeah.
So
going on.
So he wasn't sure what he saw. Was it in a doorway or in the room, or where? What was it?
In the room. We had the lights off, but we could all see each other. Like it wasn't total pitch black. But,
right.
Yeah, it was just one of those split second things where he said it's like a dark figure.
Okay.
Like, the silhouette of a person. So,
Was there a particular smell or anything that sort of led
it happened
him
too quick.
to look that way, or just heard a noise, or what made him look that way?
I'm not sure. Like, probably just
All right.
maybe saw it in the corner of his eye and then saw it for a split second. I think it was that kind of moment. Like,
Yeah.
one of
They
those very
couldn't,
quick moments.
couldn't describe facial features, or
And,
it was just dark.
hmm.
Okay, that's interesting. Near the fireplace where Dave was also picking up a lot of
K2. Yeah.
K. Was that? Sorry, I can't see
K2.
K2. But that lit up a lot. That particular area. Did you do a sweep of it before you started, Ben, to see whether there's any?
We had a tour. We just had the tour of Francis.
Yeah.
And then, we walked around and we just decided start upstairs and I guess work our way down, and then did go back upstairs as well because we had quite a few rooms to go through.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Did you take your K2s while you were walking around when you're
Sometimes
doing your tour?
I did hold one up and it was going off in the entrance bit. But I
Right.
don't know if it's because I just turned it on, that instant when you turn it on and it does
Tricks up.
yeah. Picks itself up, doesn't it? But
So would you say there's quite a bit of activity in the hallway?
yeah, entrance, yeah. But I felt like as soon as we walked in, like it was just one of those moments where I didn't say it at the time because we were with Francis and I didn't want to freak him out in his own home. This kid's weird,
He's probably used to it, mate.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want people saying your entrance is haunted, mate. I'm like, get out my house.
But do you think the entrance hall, they would have had like horses and coaches pulling up and people getting out and going in there? Did you say it was 16th century?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it says on Google, but I think it's a bit older as well.
Yeah. Hi, Daniel. So what you'd have had like coaches and horses and all of that type of stuff, especially if people were having ballroom. It was a big manor house, so they would have had dances and all sorts there, hunting lodge, and they'd have had all sorts of things there, wouldn't they? Really. So having activity in the hallway doesn't surprise me, really. Did you try outside at all?
No, it's too wet for that.
Because the weather was too high, yeah?
No, we didn't do outside.
What about stairs? You get anything on the stairs? That's normally where people see apparitions and on the stairs.
We did do stuff on the stairs. We didn't get anything, but they did feel like there was something there. Definitely.
So could you hear anything walking up and down the stairs, or it's just a sense, a feeling?
Sense, yeah. We tried to hear, but obviously with the wind, the high winds and the weather, it was very difficult to hear.
I think it was worse down there.
Yeah, it's probably worse there than it was here.
Yeah. Western wasn't too bad, but
yeah,
that
was quite. Didn't that add to the eeriness of it all?
Yeah.
The rain and the wind and the howling and.
Yeah, definitely.
So, is the house lived in, or is it a museum?
It's lived in. It's a hotel. I think they split. Like I said, they split up. I think they have like rooms on one side and then do events the side that we were on because they do weddings and stuff.
Table tipping downstairs in the entrance was good too. Not very strong, but it still worked. That's interesting. You did table tipping, yeah?
Yeah.
And you got a response. We heard a woman's voice like an elderly woman too.
Yeah. That was in the room. Yeah. In the ball.
So would you think that was a servant or someone, a lady of the house?
I think it might have been Joan. I think that's who we were talking to most of the night,
Yeah.
Maybe not all the night. She said there was a lot of spirits as well. But
she's quite active. But did it have a cellar?
It did, yeah, but we didn't go down because he said it was a bit dodgy down there, so we didn't risk it.
Yeah, probably too many ghosts down there, mate, to go down there.
They kicked us out. That's where they
so
were.
What else did you get round there then?
Just a lot on K2s and that. I think the entrance hall was the main bit. I think for me, but upstairs was good as well.
Right, that's good. That's interesting.
But yeah, it did die down. It died down about 2 a.m., 2:30. But I don't know if that was our energy or their energy as well. Like,
Right.
night.
What time did you come out then?
About 3:30, about 3:30ish.
All right, it's quite late then.
Yeah.
Could you have stayed till the morning or?
Yeah, he let us stay. He obviously lets the normal groups stay till like 2:30, but he said we can stay till 5 if we wanted to.
Oh, nice.
But we didn't. We were knackered. We were done.
That's the trouble, isn't it? Sometimes your energy drops about that time. And we've said this in a discussion before, haven't we, about energy dropping off. And then if your energy drops off, spirit drops off as well with you.
Yeah.
You know, so it's very difficult for them to make contact. Sometimes it'll pick back up.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, it was trying, but we were like, we obviously were driving home, so we didn't want to.
Yeah.
Ourselves.
So, what was the name of the place again? Fulford Manor.
Great Fulford, yeah. Great Fulford Manor.
Great Fulford Manor, Graham. Because Graham asked what the name of it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting then. So, you had the sort of the whole of the house. You were the only group in there at the time.
Yeah. I don't know if they had hotel guests, but I don't think they did because they didn't say. And they just to it. I guess they went to the other half of the building. And yeah,
so they
building.
They do like weddings venues and that. Is that what it is?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
Still zapped everyone's energy despite all the sweets and energy drinks. We like the sweets and the energy drinks.
Yeah, we always say that. What a healthy diet we have on ghost hunting.
It's never a healthy diet on a paranormal night, mate. Never. There's always crisps, biscuits, anything that's full of sugar to give you that rush.
Yeah.
Hi, Daniel. How are you? Sorry, Ben.
I am very, very well, Paul. How's things?
Good. Yeah, good to see you. So you're busy, I see, as usual.
Oh yeah, say it's kind of just a whirlwind at the moment. I not only have I got kind of all the conference and podcast stuff, but I have a very, very ill dad, so I'm trying to.
Oh right.
Trying to balance both. We now have over 35 guest speakers, and I'm not listening. I'm not listening to my other organisers.
Obviously not.
It's just getting better and better and better. So but the good news is I have spoken to Angela earlier. I now have a table reserved for you, Paul. So don't you worry.
Thank you. I'd have just took a table anyway, mate. Don't worry about that. Me and Angela would have just beaten you up and taken the table. So don't worry about that. That's not an issue. I'm telling you. Is it, Angela?
I'll bring my own table.
There you go. We'd even sit out in the car park with a table. We're not honoured. You know, if we're not privileged, we sit outside. We don't care.
Oh God! Something that I'll suggest to you guys is that I've got some guests coming over from Alaska that are really into the paranormal. And want to meet some people in the UK that do paranormal research in the UK.
Do you know anyone then? We just got to find someone. So anybody on here knows any funny investigators?
I think
especially board.
I think there's someone named Angela, but then
Angela's not bald.
She goes around with this person who just lets tires down on bikes and just just a terrible job. So
threatens to nick tables and all sorts. You know, I'm not proud.
Yeah,
you know? I'll go anywhere, do anything, mate. Me. I'm very hard to describe in Crime Watch. The bloke with a bald head, because there's lots of men with bald heads, so I'm very hard to describe in a lineup.
No tattoos, then.
No tattoos, no markings. Look, only my glasses.
You have got tattoo.
Although you're not as tall as I actually thought you were. You're not as tall as
get personal now.
Somebody's ringing. Not as tall as I look on the screen, am I?
No.
No.
Bear with me one
No.
sec.
Okay.
That is Mr. Downs trying to ring me because
Sorry.
I think his camera has stopped working.
All right.
Yeah,
But
kept
yes,
going on and on. But
yeah. So yes, Paul. I think
Good.
you should put yourself shorter on camera. So maybe just your face.
Okay. I'll take the hint.
Or maybe just not you at all.
Trouble is, if my face goes on camera, you lot got no chance. It's a crime watch for you, Paul. Yeah, I'm afraid it is, Graham. As seen on Crime Watch. Have you seen this man? He's let my tyres down on my bike. Last seen riding through Bridgewater with flat tyres.
And then I think Angela, our plan is what we're gonna do is we're gonna put wanted posters around the venue of Paul's face, and then I'll just have some officers turn
Claim to
up.
fame.
You wait, mate. When I turn up, I'll be wrecking the joint. If I'm going down, buddy, I'm going down for the lot. For
And
everything.
you ain't taking us down with you, mate. I tell you
Don't
that
you
right
worry.
now.
Don't you worry. Me and Angela, like Bonnie and Clyde, and Jen. Jen's driving. Me and Angela are shooting. So you're all right. Bridgewater will never be the same, mate. After we've been there.
Just getting back to the guys in Alaska, they're coming
Oh,
over.
yeah.
They've
Nice.
only left. They've only left the country twice, and that's only to like Ukraine. So they're literally in the middle of nowhere. I was on the phone to one of them, and they showed me a polar bear passing their window. That's how kind of.
Was it a real one?
Yeah.
There wasn't somebody standing outside with a poster. Now, quick, move it.
No, Paul, it was you dressed up.
Oh, all right, yeah. I look good, bear.
I've got polar bears up there. Look, Daniel.
It's like your sat nav, isn't it? When you're driving along the road, it says bear left. So we keep looking for a bear on the left. Bear right. So we keep looking. Don't we, Jen? We keep looking for these bears left and right. We ain't seen one yet, so I think the sat nav's wrong.
Oh, so that so these guys
Sorry.
want to, that's fine. These guys want to learn.
Daniel, you're losing it.
I am. These guys.
Yeah, we'll talk to them. Of course we will. You know what we're like.
About the UK paranormal, I thought Angela would be good speaking to them.
Yeah, yeah.
Not
Thanks
you.
for that. Yeah, I'm just going to turn my back on you in a minute. Angela, get ready with that mute button. Yeah, that'd be interesting to talk to them. Yeah, without a doubt.
Yeah, it's just kind of a lot of them are coming over and have never left their city.
Wow.
They've never left. So it's like we got one guy coming over from Pennsylvania that has no idea how things work. So it's where we want kind of people like you guys and like John and to come and talk to these guys about it, because they're not only here to talk to people, they're here to learn about kind of what we do. And it's surprising how many people have come from backgrounds of paranormal and how many people have turned it into Bigfoot. That's how a lot of people have done it. So a lot of them know a lot more than you think. So even though they're there for Bigfoot, they have a lot of background of stuff.
A lot of experience,
so it would be a good one for kind of you guys to
definitely
talk about.
Yeah,
because that's kind of something that that you guys know a lot about that is local to the UK. So that would be amazing. If you guys could do
nice.
That.
Yeah. You know us. We're approachable, aren't we? We talk to anybody. You know,
well,
the lollipop. Well, except for you, but the lollipop. Anyway, so everything. So Are you going to take a break away from it, Daniel, at Christmas time now?
So I will do. So I will probably I'm gonna work until kind of middle of December, and then I'll take a break over Christmas, and then I'll be back kind of mid-January. So yeah.
Don't forget to wrap mine and Angela's present and post it early. So we don't want to delay. I want to open it Christmas Day.
So my things are, there you are, John. A wig for you.
All right.
And a plaque for Angela to beat you. When in it.
No, I'm just going to I'll borrow John's hair. It's right. He won't mind, I'm sure.
It's only just growing back.
Oh, you scared it now. Look, his computer's gone. How funny. So, how's the family, Daniel? Family good?
Yeah, they're good. Say, Dad went in for surgery, and he's just not good. So we're just trying to,
all right,
just look after him. But apart from that, yeah, we're just kind of
good.
Rolling towards Christmas, and then grandparents have gone to South Africa.
Oh, nice!
And left me here with you guys.
We'll look after you. We will not teach you any bad habits here. You know we won't.
No swearing.
No swearing.
I think I've already taught him that.
Good, thanks, John. At least we got our backup.
A year ago, if I said fuck, he would go and giggle. Now his language is nearly as bad as mine. I'm very proud of him.
He needed someone like you to mentor him, John. That's what he needed.
Oh, I mentored him in swearing and behaving badly.
Yeah. You've got to have someone keep him in check. He's quite a handful when he's on his own.
Oh yeah, somebody has to look after the boy.
Yeah, absolutely. You've done a good job, John. Done a good job.
Well,
so what's my Christmas present, Daniel?
A hairband.
Yeah.
It's growing back, thank fuck. It used to be that big. It all fell out when my wife died. All the stress of that. All the long hair went, and now it's growing back again. Goodness.
Well, that's a good thing, John. I'm glad yours is growing back.
It's all right,
Yeah.
Paul. I will get a wig for you. And say, Paul, you've met my granddad, haven't you? There you go.
Yeah.
That's.
I can't believe it. You know. Well, I don't know. I don't know who puts up with you, really. You know. It must be a difficult job. Your co-part has.
Yeah, yes, I think his granddad probably has to either take up drinking or hide in a hole somewhere.
Yeah.
Away from Daniel's bloody phone. You know the boy sometimes phones me up 27 times in a day.
Maybe he's lonely.
Twice.
Yes, he phoned me. I was still asleep.
Daniel, how could you wake poor John up? That is harsh, man.
In my defence, it was 12:30. It was 12:30.
What, American time or English time?
English time.
In my defence, I got woken up in the middle of the night with absolutely crippling neuropathy in my foot. So I took all my medicine, went back to sleep, and I was completely off my tits.
Excuses, John. That's just.
Wow, we haven't missed this banter at all, really. Anyway,
apart from Bigfoot and paranormal, how are you guys doing?
Yeah, we've been all right. I'm finishing off an investigation on myself, and Jen are finishing off an investigation in a private house, which has been a real interesting case. This one, obviously can't give too much details what we're doing over here, but I'll show you when we meet up again what's been going on and what we've done. We've had a quiet period with Paranation at the moment, but there's an event coming up. Is it the second, Angela? Is it the Warrior? Is it the second?
I think it's the 7th.
7, yeah.
Seventh. Is it? Are you going, Luke?
Yeah, I'm going, yeah.
Looking forward to seeing you all at HMS Warrior. Unfortunately, myself and Jem won't be on that one, but all the other team will be there. You going to that, Luke? Did you say?
Yeah, I'm going to it, yeah.
Paula, are you going?
Yes.
I think Ben and Dave are going to that one, aren't they?
Yeah.
That'll be cold old night down by the sea, won't it?
Yeah.
I'll be doing a bus down there and back.
Get a bus back.
Yeah, because they run down in Portsmouth to about 24/7 it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As long as they got the heater going, you'll be fine. If you bribe the bus driver, say, can you just not wait out here for me? And just keep going out, warming up on the bus and going back in again.
We did that last time we went down that way because we went to that God, what was it? Theatre, wasn't it? To that time, basically. And we did the same. It's an hour, mind you, journey because it goes all around the houses, but it's great. Just sit there and off you go, and then walk up for 10 minutes. Walk up to my house. It's great.
Good. Me and Jen are planning a route up to London tomorrow because we're going up to Aldgate, just on the edge of Whitechapel. We're going to Jack the Ripper Museum.
Then we're going to.
Then I'm going to take Jen out, push the boat out for lunch. We're going to Jack the Chipper fish and chip shop. It's called Jack the Chipper fish and chip shop. No expense spared here, look. And then up into Aldgate, we're going to a talk about time slips done by the 14 times. You know, the 14 times that the magazine that Waverley was in, Darren and them. They're doing a talk on time slips tomorrow in the evening from starts at 8 o'clock. I think you have to be there at 7:30, and it's in a pub. Shame that, isn't it? Being in a pub, yeah. Anyway,
that's for you. Oh.
Yeah, there's plenty of spirits in there.
Yeah, it is.
There's lots of spirits in there, though, Daniel. That's what you got to remember. They say they see spirits behind the bar, but we'll have a look when we get there.
Have you gone by the time you get there?
Just an idea. So, Jen, why don't you leave Paul in London, and then you come to the event in May, and and Paul just stays in London wandering around. So then,
How about I put you on mute?
Shut up, Daniel, you cheeky little shitbag.
Oh, yeah, we're getting off the path here, aren't we? Oh, he's got again. Look, his computer's give up. Yeah, so we're sorry, Daniel. Go on.
That's fine. I am gonna have to go now, guys, because not only have I got my dinner, I've got a meeting with a sponsor for the event.
And now you're upset, John. You're going. Yeah, I know. Anyway, okay, mate.
And I plan to be on next week if I have no idea how my days turn out, and then I will leave you, John, and the cat.
Thanks.
Well, I'm going as well because because I finished eating and now Daniel's going. I've got nobody to be rude to because the rest of you are all very well.
Well, yeah, I can go with that, John. I can see why you're rude to him.
Oh, it's gone. That's it.
It's gone already. Look, he's not even waiting. See you later.
Bye.
Amazing.
Take care, mate. See you soon. Bye, mate. Bye. Yeah, so we're going up to Aldgate to a talk on time slips. It's a bit like, yeah, I can't wait. Angela sent me a snippet, didn't you, today about it's in their December magazines, isn't it? You saying, Angela?
Christmas edition.
And did you read it, or have you read it about time slips?
I have read it all, yeah.
And what did you think? What's your opinion on that?
Well, it's more common than I thought it was. It's Well, it's still quite a rare sort of thing, but not as rare as I thought it was. There's quite a few stories in there, and a lot of them are from Bold Street in Liverpool. That seems to be like
All right.
time slips. I'll have to take a trip to Liverpool one day just in case.
Sounds like it, doesn't it? Is it? They describe it as the past coming to the future, don't they?
They didn't actually say in the magazine which way round it was.
Right.
They were sort of retelling the stories.
Because some of the things I read was like a guy driving down a road late at one night, and there was like a lightning storm, so it's crashing and banging, and he was driving down this main road, tarmac road, in modern day, in 2022, I think it was, and he was driving down. There's a big flash of lightning, a bang, and then suddenly the car started to behave really badly. So he thought, what on earth's happened to the car? And as he was driving along, he noticed that the tarmac road was an unmade road, and the people that were out and about were in different type of period costume. So he'd not sure whether he'd gone back or they'd come forward. But the second lightning strike, he was back on the tarmac road with nobody around him again. So it's quite odd, isn't it? Really?
Yeah, they don't seem to last too long. Some are only like seconds, and some are maybe a couple of minutes or more.
Okay,
This guy sort of looking in a shop window, and he was looking at the reflection. And when he turned round, then the whole scene was like something completely different, like from a lot sooner. No, a lot.
Oh wow.
In the past, was it?
In the past, that's the word. And then he looked back into the window, and then it was all like the same again. It's like, so
weird.
Quick sort of thing, but yeah.
You had that, didn't you, Paul? Do you remember when you were going down the Gosden bypass, coming home one night?
I had that one night. Very similar thing. I was been out to the paranormal night, so I was coming back on the bike one day, and there's a bypass called the Catering bypass. So it's about, I don't know, 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning-ish time. So I'm riding along on the bike, minding my own business. Then suddenly it was like, I don't know how to describe it. It's like everything stopped around me.
Slow motion.
It was like slow motion, that the bike had slowed. And I'm looking, thinking, what is this? And as I looked to my left, there's a lady standing on the side of the road in a white gown. And it's just like everything had frozen, like with slow motion. The bike was slow. You know, I could move my head and look, but everything was slow. Everything around me was slow moving. And she was standing there. I'm thinking, what on earth is... And literally seconds later, it was. I was just bombing down the road like nothing had happened. And I thought, what the bloody hell was that? I didn't think much of it. And I told Jen about it. And apparently down on the Catering bypass, there was a lady killed on there. And some people do say they see her on the side of the road. So whether that was a time slip, but it literally was in slow motion. But the bike didn't seem to be in slow. It's really hard to explain it. But it was like everything was slow motion, but I was still moving. Does that make sense? And when I looked over and I thought, and I'm looking around thinking, what's this? And she was standing there on the side of the road in this white gown. And I thought, what the... And then seconds later, I was back and it was dark and just bombing down the road. And I'm thinking, what was that? I'd never really thought much of it. And I told Jen, and Jen said, oh, yeah, someone was killed on the bypass. So, interesting. I can't wait, really. It was a long time ago. So, I can't wait, really, to hear someone that studied time slips and all of that. See, their, you know, like their side of the story, you know, because it's, I imagine, I think it's a lady that writes for the 14 Times, and she studied this time slips for 20 odd years. So it should be quite interesting, really.
Yeah.
And it was only cheap. It's £5.50 a ticket.
That's true.
So it wasn't madly expensive. It's why me and Jen sort of, because we're saving like mad. So we thought, well, £5, time we get up to London, it's not cheap to get to London anyway, but we might as well make the most of it while we're there. You know, go to Jack the Ripper Museum, have a wander around there, then go to Jack the Chipper, have some lunch. What a name. How funny. We'll take some pictures outside and send them on the group so you can see it. And then move on up into Aldgate to the pub It's called the Bell Pub in Middlesex Street, and that's where they're doing the talking there. So I'm hoping it'll be really interesting. And if they got a book or something, I might purchase a book and read about that sort of thing. I'm quite into time travel and things like that. You know, you see these pictures online, didn't you, where these people appear in photographs and they're in completely different clothing to where they are, and you know, and you think, well, you know, can that happen? Do they space travel? I mean, we don't know half of it, do we, really?
No.
So it could be that they do. So, on to the weekend now, Colchester haunting. So we arrived in there in the wind and the rain a bit, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And then the rain sort of petered out, so it wasn't too bad. So, what you see on the chat of the Auburn hallway, the video, did you all see that video in the hallway? It's from the CCTV. Did you see that, Paula?
No, I didn't get around to watching that bit. No.
Go on to the chat and have a look and see what you think.
Yeah.
But the orb in the picture is, mate, you got to see it. Have you seen it, Luke?
What chat is it on?
The poopy chat, isn't it? No, the is it on the?
I'm not on that. I think.
Isn't it? It's Facebook, I think it's on, isn't it? I think.
It's on the group chat where we all bung our things in.
No, nothing on there recently.
No, I didn't see it.
There's
No?
nothing on. I don't know what chat it is.
Which one is it on? Jenny, you on there?
No, I'm doing something else.
Oh, right, sorry. Can you get on to it, Angela?
I'm just having a look. I haven't seen anything posted.
No.
No?
Explain it.
Okay, I'll put it on there then so you can see it.
Can you put it on the live?
I don't know how to put it on here.
When did you post it?
I don't remember.
Thursday, Friday last week.
Oh.
Because Julia turned the orb around, didn't she? And you see the picture of the child inside the orb. No?
Oh, that one. That was a little while ago, wasn't it?
That was last week. I'll post it on there again so you can all have a look. If you can, Paul, or have a look, Luke and Ben.
Yeah.
I sent it to Angela. I'm sure I sent it to you, Angela, didn't I? I could have sworn I put it on the chat. I'll do it after. I'll put it in there after so you can have a look.
Okay.
Anyway,
Explain what it was.
So the lady who we're doing it, the client, they were in the lounge chatting, they were in the lounge chatting, and the CCTV was recording in the hallway, which seems to be the middle of the activity. It always seems to be something in the hallway. Obviously, you've seen the pictures of the cushions being stacked up and all the curtains being tied and the shoelaces tied together, all of them various things that happen in the house. So on the CCTV, it's about 10:30 in the evening, and you can hear them chatting in the background, but you can hear what sounds like a child's voice really very quickly. And in the right-hand corner, sort of here, this area here, in the video, you have a look. You'll see like what looks like a white orb moving around, and it's like right off the picture here, and then it comes on like that. And it's a deliberate movement. The head comes forward, looks, and then goes back off the screen again.
Wow.
So I'll put it on there so you can have a look. So it's a deliberate forward movement and a look left and right, and then it pulls back off again. And she said they thought they heard something in the hallway, but didn't take much notice of it. So I sent the video to Julia, and she's actually turned the video around. So you're looking from the other side of the orb.
Yeah.
And when you look at it, you can actually see a child in it and another face. Literally. The arms, the chest, the head, the hair, the ear. You can actually see the ear in it. That's how defined it is inside the orb. So we went back on the Saturday because everything related to the woods, something to do with the woods.
Twice now we've had something ashes, and then it was in the woods.
Yeah, because on the previous one we had Ashes, I Am Woods.
Mm.
We thought, oh, well, that's interesting. And then this time we had the same thing again in the woods. Find me.
Mm.
Oh.
So we thought, oh, wow. So we went for a walk around the woods, quite creepy woods. You know, the wind was blowing, so it was difficult to get a good recording because of the wind noise.
Mm.
But it was quite interesting. It was quite creepy, to be honest.
Mm.
You know when we were walking along, and I thought I heard someone walking behind us because people walk their dogs through these woods.
Mm.
So I looked behind, and obviously there was no one there. And then on the way back, because some of the original buildings are still there, but they've turned them into flats. So I think a bit like your prison in Portsmouth, isn't it? Where they've turned them into flats.
Yeah, Kingston. Yeah.
Yeah. So some of the original blocks that would have had the men, the women, the children, or whatever, are still there. So they're completely original, but they've built flats within them houses. And the main reception room is it's one person's house. It was sold for £1.5 million. It's a huge reception room it's massive.
God.
So we popped out of the woods in by there. So I got some pictures of that as well. And then on the way back, I'm sure I heard someone walking behind us again. I'm thinking, I know there's some, when you can hear it. And we're walking along and Jen's chatting to the lady in front and he was chatting to me. And I heard the name. What was the name? I said, the beginning of the day. Oh, God. Do you know what my memory's shocking?
I can't remember. No. It was like a surname.
Like Braithwaite or Braithwaite or
no, I don't know.
something. I can't remember. And I heard the name shout. And I thought, who's that then? And as I turned around, I'm sure in my mind's eye, I saw this man in a suit, a very well dressed suit. What was his bloody name? It'll come to me. And I heard his name in my head and I thought, who are you then? And got no more reply. It was like he was watching us. Anyway, so we went back to the house, had a cup of tea, and decided to do a Ouija board session. But we didn't have a board, so we cut out the letters and Jen cut them out and put them around the table. So they've never done one before, so we made sure that they were okay to do it and they're happy to do with the communication. And they were happy to do it because they really intrigued what's going on there and why, So we started it off, obviously, like you do, is there anybody there? Will you please come and talk to us? And the glass was very, very slow at first. And they kept saying it's moving. It's actually, when the glass starts to build energy and you get that slight movement in the glass. And it started like that. So we were like, thank you, Spirit, come closer. And I actually moved, because I had the video camera in the lounge where the cushions get stacked up. Then I moved the night vision camera into the hallway where a lot of the activity happens in the hallway. And when we were doing the Ouija board, we thought we heard someone in the hallway because the owner looked. He said, who was that? But we wasn't sure.
Oh, yeah, and Poppy's still in the hallway and she's like looking
and she's
up.
looking up. Poppy was looking up like she was looking at someone. We're thinking, she never looks up. We're thinking, what's she looking at then?
Yeah.
So we carried on and the energy built. And suddenly we put, is there any spirits there wishing to communicate with us? And it was like whoosh, straight to yes, really strong. It was like, whoa, that was quite strong. And then I heard in my ear, I didn't say it to anybody else, I heard Vera. I thought, Vera? So we said, Spirit, can you tell us your name? Spell your name out. And it's like Vera, Vera. And I'm like, that's exactly what I've just heard. So I didn't say, but I said, does anybody know a Vera around the table? Is it a loved one? And they both went, no, we don't know any Veras. So that was intriguing because we're starting to get a different name. And then it was like, we said, oh, can you tell us how many people are with you? And it was like 5. Thinking, oh, that's okay. And I asked the question, can you see us?
Oh, yeah.
And it sort of hesitated and went shh to yes. And I thought, oh, that's interesting. Can they actually see us? But it answered yes. So I said, can you take the glass to where where you're standing? And I knew I could feel it between me and this lady. And she said, it feels very cold here, doesn't it? And the glass went shh. right between us, and I knew she was standing there. You know when you think, I know you're here, I can feel you.
Yeah.
So, and then I heard a whisper in my ear, matron.
Oh.
And I thought, okay. So without telling anybody, I said, can you tell us what job you did at the asylum? And it spelled out matron. But why? Okay. So Vera, the name is quite a strong name, so you would associate it with somebody with a bit of authority. And it's a very odd name, isn't it, Vera? I mean, it's not sort of name that you just bring off the top of your head, is it? You know. So we had all this communication and noises and tapping and all sorts of things go on. And Vera was the matron to the family that haunt the house.
Oh.
And she knew. So we said to her, Vera, can you tell us where Hannah is? And it went WOODS Wood.
Oh.
And we're like, that's it. That's where she is. So that she actually knew the family, because I think she was the matron of the wing that the family were on. And did something sadly happen to Hannah, and it was like literally flew across the table to yes. So obviously something untoward happened to the poor young girl. And it was just constant. Was that a voice then? Did you hear that?
Yeah.
What was it like?
Like someone.
Yeah.
I've got TV on in the background. It could have been that.
I don't know. Anyway, so we carried on doing it, and it was spelling out all these things. And so I asked it to take the glass to Jet. Can you take the glass to Jenny? And it slid right across the table all the way to Jen. Can you take the glass to the lady, the client, like her name? And it came back to the middle, sort of waited, and then went across to her, pointed him out and me out. And what sort of validated it for us, we had quite a few no answers as well. Not always yes, it was no. What did we say?
I can't remember.
Did you die there? And it was like, no. So you sort of, when you get the no answers, it sort of validates a little bit that if it was all yes, you've got to think, well, okay, it's all yes. Why is it always yes? Which would make you sort of a bit not so sure. But it was definite no. It slid it straight to no without a problem. It was literally no. Did you die here? No. And we're like, asked a few other questions. It was like no, yes, no, yes. So we was getting good contact with it. So we got the information really that we needed to find out what was going on and why it was going on. Because as you look back as I've done the history stuff on the house literally comes up on the corner of the hospital. So it would have been the corner room of the hospital is the way they're built. And I've done a PowerPoint and a presentation on it. So I've got a lot more to do to finish it off. Then we're going to take it up there, because we think if we take Vera to the light, because Vera said she wants to go. So if we take Vera to the light, I'm sure that everybody else will follow her.
Yeah.
Because she was like head of the wing, that type of thing. If it's all right with Vera, then it must be all right for us type feeling. So that's what we're thinking. So the next one, we'll have the full presentation ready, and then we'll take it and present it to her. And they're happy for us to obviously view it, but obviously not names or anything like that. So it'll always be the client. So I'll do the presentation, and once she's seen it and she's okay with it, and I've done it a lot of it now, and she's seen it and she's like, oh my God, because a lot of it in it explains what they would have done during the days that it was there. And I think you'll be quite shocked with what we've come up with. So when we've done it, and obviously we'll okay it with her, we can use it as a case study. So I've promised I'll send it to Angie, because she's really intrigued to read it. And then when you read it, it's just mind blowing. But once you read it, you'll understand why it's doing what it's doing. Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah.
But I won't tell you much more about it now, because when you read it or see it, or we'll bring it down on the laptop and you can all see it together. You know, we'll go meet up somewhere because I've got a projector and a screen and all of that, so we can put it on there so you can all see it at the same time and then give us your opinions on it. But once you see how we found it, you'll realise why the cushions are what they are and the curtains what they are, and this is why it's doing it, this is why it's doing that, and that it all makes sense now. And the last bit with Vera confirming that she's in the woods and all of that really was where we were going. We needed just confirmation that the issue was there in the woods, and she verified it Saturday with us. You know, we said, do you know where Hannah is? And it was like, yes, can you tell us? And it's spelled out woods. But yet, when you walk through the woods, there's no gravestones. There's never been a graveyard there. Even if I asked the client, and they've been there a long time, they said, the nearest graveyard is about 4 miles away in Colchester. So, you know, think about that. And the time the army took over, there was 1,300 people there. Can hear some strange sounds when you're talking, trying to work it out. I thought I heard a man's voice on here, Graham. Sounds like burping or groans. Been doing it for a little while now. See, I thought I heard a man's voice a little while ago. There.
I could hear sort of burping sort of sounds and sort of funny, deeper sounds, but then they've got the TV on in the background, but it was mainly music, so I don't think it's...
Yeah. The only one I know that would have burped and made funny noises like that. Hey, we all know who that might be. He's sticking his head in and having a look, and he see what they're doing. Let's see what they're up to, them lot. So, really, that gave us confirmation of what we've been doing all this time is that we're in the right. We know what we've got to do now. So, next time we go down there, we'll give them the full presentation, take a candle. Jen's going to take her sound bowls. So, we'll try and get Vera to go to the light. And I'm sure when Vera goes, she'll take all the others with her, because this is not an isolated case on this estate.
Okay.
So you can imagine that, like we said to her, we may be able to move them, but there's nothing to guarantee that something else won't come in. You know, you can't, because I think the estate is full of it. And the other thing we found out recently is 6 or 7 months ago, they started digging around the edge of the woods, disturbing the woods. So has that disturbed the activity? Has that stirred it up? You know, why it suddenly got a bit more stuff going. Christine, hi Christine. I've been hearing a male making grunting sounds. That's weird, isn't it? Yeah. Spirit, if you're there, can you talk to us? Do you hear like a ticking?
Yeah.
Hear music in the background.
That could be the...
I'm going to mute my microphone. It might get rid of the ticking. And
Spirit, if that's you, can you make that noise again for us, please? There.
Was that burping
There.
noise? Yeah.
Did you hear it?
Burping noise.
Yeah.
Yes.
Did you hear it, Ben?
Yeah, weird noise, yeah.
Paula, did you hear it?
Yeah, I heard.
It was like someone doing that.
Yeah.
Darren used to do that.
That's what we were saying.
Darren used to do that.
Yeah, he did actually, yeah.
He did, didn't he?
Yeah, I remember it, yeah.
Darren? Is that you? You playing tricks on us again, you? What was that?
Sounds like someone wrapping sweets, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Well, he did like sweets, didn't he?
Yeah. What on earth was that?
That was like a voice recorder doing nothing.
Darren,
You know what I mean?
if that's you,
know, I'm washing my candles behind me, basically, and they're going mad on this side, and this side's not, and it stops.
Okay. Yeah, because the noise has stopped, isn't it?
I've got candles
Oh yeah.
here, and this one keeps on flickering, and these are straight.
Darren, if that's you, can you blow the candles out for a laugh?
Let's move in.
Can you blow it out?
Is it going fast?
Yeah. It is, isn't it?
Oh, the burp
Yeah.
again.
Yeah.
I think, I'm not sure.
How weird is this?
Yeah.
Do you know what? We always get something, don't we? Something always happens on here. Darren, make a burping noise again, mate, so we know it's you.
Tell everyone to mute their.
What's that noise?
Someone making a cup of tea in the background.
Luke, is your mum making a cup of tea?
Yeah, that's that, yeah. That's that, yeah.
Say again?
Yeah, that's her doing that, yeah.
Oh, what is she like? Put her on mute.
Mhm.
Put her on mute. Turn her volume off, Luke.
Uh-huh.
Playing with my
Very
candles.
funny. Yeah.
Look, it's
How
going
weird
again.
is that?
My
Yeah, it's
candles.
going, isn't it?
In there. You playing with my candles? Do that one over there. Oh shit! I should have said that, and it did.
No, did it?
Yeah, look. Do that candle. Look.
Yeah.
Do that candle. He's going to that one now. Go and do that candle.
Do you know what? It's just like Graham's just said, isn't it? It's like someone's trying to say something. Listen to it. Spirit, if you're there, can you talk a bit louder so we can hear you, please?
I heard it there.
Was that a fart? That's
It
like
sounded
sounding
like it,
fart.
didn't it?
That sounded like a fart, didn't it?
Yeah. Let the candles go.
Angela knows exactly what I'm thinking. You got to be kidding. Seriously.
My candles keep on going all the time. It's like, oh.
That was loud as
God.
well.
That was loud, wasn't it? Oh my God.
Never
Luke,
mind.
it wasn't you, Luke, was it?
Oh.
It wasn't
No,
your
it
mum
wasn't, no.
either, Luke, was it? Was it your mum?
No, she was quiet then.
Was she? Makes a change. What have you done to her?
It wasn't me. I did enough Saturday.
It's weird.
I did enough on Saturday night.
Fine.
How weird is that? And that was
Still
very,
loud.
very prominent, wasn't it? Very loud. Spirit, if that was Spirit, if that was you, can you do that louder, please? Can you do that again?
Yeah, I would say thank you, but
Yeah. Yeah. If you do it again, we'll say thank you.
No, going mad. My two candles outside, and I don't know why. I'm watching them both.
Is there a draft?
Shit, don't live in a loo. Jen said, have you got a giraffe there?
No, doors are all shut. No windows. They're all shut. Everything's shut.
So anybody watching this has got any ideas what's going on tonight on here? We're burping and wind passing and all sorts of things.
Yeah, but the thing is, look, the weird thing about it, is the middle ones are going. These are not doing nothing.
Strange,
They
isn't
should
it?
be all doing it, shouldn't they?
You think so, wouldn't you? If it was a draft, it would be doing on all of them, wouldn't it?
No, it's
How
still going.
strange. Yeah.
It's still going.
For everybody watching, sadly, we lost one of our dearest friends and Angela's partner
It's going now, look.
a year or so ago now. And that's the sort of funny things that he would do. He would pass wind and burp, and it was so funny. So funny. But it's the sort of thing he would come back and do to us.
But he started the Monday Night Live.
But
didn't
it was Darren and myself that started the Monday Night Live with Angela. What was that, a year ago? Over a year now, Angela?
What, the lives?
Yeah.
Over a year ago.
Well over a year. Yeah.
Darren passed.
How long since he passed?
It was April this year.
April.
It's not even here.
Was it 25th? I'm sure it's the 25th.
9th. It's 9th of April.
Funeral's the 25th, though, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just maybe say 25th today. It's 25th is
Mm.
today. That's what I'm saying. That's what maybe say 25th. I was thinking, oh.
Tell them what happened at Steph's.
Oh,
We heard a knock at the door.
oh, yeah, we had a knock at the front door. I told you this one, didn't I? When we were at Steph's, and we heard a knock on the door. I heard somebody say, Paul, Paul. And I know whose voice that was.
Separate. I was in the room when we heard the knock on the door. I've had to put all the screws down and all of that.
It was just like someone was actually delivering stuff, wasn't it?
Yeah, we were building Steph's bed, weren't we?
Yeah, yeah.
And I've gone to the front door. There's no one there.
And I heard, and I know whose voice I heard. I know who I heard that. Anyway. So, hello, mate, if you're there. Welcome to the Monday Night Live. Yeah, we're still going. We told you we'd keep it going, didn't we? So, you're always welcome to come in. Preferably not past wind, but there you go. But, you know, we'll put up... It's another form of communication, I suppose, isn't it?
Yeah, I haven't had to roll my eyes for ages now, have I?
How funny. Oh, well. So, thank you all for watching tonight. We've done an hour 11, I think. So, basically, you know, we've done, obviously, it was interesting, Ben. Thank you for that insight into your investigation, and give our best regards to Dave and his family.
Oh, dear.
And his, you know, tell them we're thinking of them and sending out lots of healing from everybody here and everybody on the Monday Night Paranormal Live. He just grunted when you spoke, saying you knew who it was.
Oh, crap. There you go.
There we go. We knew he'd come in and see us. So if we have a guest speaker, preferably not grunting or farting, it would be better. But if that's how you want to do it, mate, you know, you're welcome. We don't mind any way that you want to come in. So you're up to date.
Never change.
No, always funny and always will be.
Exactly.
So thank you all for tuning in tonight. It's been a very interesting night. And thank you to Ben for describing their investigation. And as I say, we send our best regards to Dave and his family. Hope the person gets well soon. Sending lots of healing from everybody here on the Monday Night Live. So I think we've got a quiet weekend this weekend, have we, Angela?
I think so. I can't remember what I'm doing.
I don't. I know. I think Jen's doing a fair on Sunday at Caterham.
Yeah.
So if anybody wants to pop to a psychic fair on Sunday, Jen's doing readings there. So come along. I'll be there and around somewhere, reading a book somewhere in the corner. And Jen's psychic art. So I'll be reading a book about something in the corner somewhere, no doubt, waiting.
You've got to get the grandchildren up as well.
Graham said amazing stuff. Yeah, it was interesting tonight, Graham. Very interesting. And this always seems to happen here.
Yeah.
You know, we start off, don't we? And it's like, okay, it's good. Then suddenly we start to get these things happen, don't we?
Yeah.
It was funny, though.
There's been something, hasn't there?
Yeah.
I think it's only when
now and
people
again, it
talk,
seems to
though.
be regular now.
Yeah. Do what,
Do you know
Paula?
what it is? I think what it is that he's probably trying to shut you up, Paul. He wants to talk
Yeah.
himself.
Well, he's quite welcome to take over.
Yeah. He's saying, no, you're not allowed to talk. I'm talking.
No, he'd probably just come along and go, I know how to shut him up. That'll shut him up. So I don't mind how he communicates. We're open to all forms, wind or no wind. Anyway, it only remains for me to say thank you for tuning in tonight. Hope you enjoyed tonight's bit of a laugh, and thanks, Ben, for telling us about your investigation the weekend. And say, tell Dave, but give Dave our best regards, and he'll probably watch it on catch up anyway.
Yeah.
It only remains for me to say Stay safe, everybody that's tuned in. Thank you for tuning in. Graham, it's great to see you on here as usual, and Christine and the others that come on and commented. Thank you for that. We do appreciate your comments and we enjoy your comments. So if you're on catch up and you hear anything on here like we've heard, please comment. Myself and Angela will see it and we'll get back to you and comment on South Coast Goes or Host for Ghosts. Just bomb it through and get well soon, Julia, with your runny nose and your cold. So we missed you tonight.
And Luke, thank you, brother.
And Luke, hope you feel better. And it's about time you made your mum a cup of tea, Luke. I bet you don't even make her a cup of tea, do you, Luke?
Because she doesn't like it, I would do it. That's why.
That was a stunned silence, so that's a no then.
Yeah.
How funny. Lynn, does he make you a cup of tea?
No. Not coffee.
Or coffee. Oh, there you go, see.
You stop coffee.
Yeah. Anyway, and it remains me to say thank you, everybody, for tuning in again, once again tonight. And have a safe week, and we'll all see you next week. Bye.